Hello.
Hello?
I'm just waiting for a few more people to join.
Is that all that she says?
She says something else.
Nick's picks. Let's go.
What up,
Can
Nick's
always
picks?
count on you.
Nikki, right? His full name, Nick's Picks.
What's going on, everybody? You're thinking, well, I'm like hesitant to talk because there's only a few people in here. What do you guys want to talk about to start before we start?
Hey, Marcia. We decided to move it to the couch this time to be a little bit brighter, a little bit less. Not that it's formal over there, but
Well, there's just more junk in the background, too.
yeah, this is comfy. And we got our plants. Our plants over here, our house plants, are killing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so proud of this shelf.
And there's only a few gnats. Hello from eastern Nebraska. Hello.
We've got a few things to talk about, but we figured, just like it usually does, we'll just let comments roll. Where are these gnats coming from all of a sudden right now?
They kind of just started the other day.
Thankfully, the rain, it was just raining, and it seems to have stopped. We saw the most epic rainbow. Okay, wow, now everybody's here.
Yay, people. How are you feeling, Miss Elsa?
I feel fabulous now, finally.
You're pretty bellylicious.
Not so much. I've been wondering.
I'm pretty bellylicious.
know.
We were taking a thumbnail, my gut folded over my pants. I have my belt on tight because it's broken.
Oh, that's it.
It is it.
We've both been eating very good amounts of food lately, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We're working on the dad bod. I think the dad bod is hot.
Mm. Thanks for joining, Amy Lynn.
But I am feeling, I've been out of this first trimester for a few weeks. Feeling very good, like myself again. And now my belly is working its way forward.
The first trimester, hiding like what was going on from YouTube was a pain in the butt.
I know. And to pretend like I was feeling okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how well I did. I think I just tried not to be on camera.
Yeah. And then, yeah, it was something. But we did it. Yay. Now you are useful again.
There, see, you can see him.
Camp?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm like halfway here because I just let camp out and he started wandering up the hill. And it's getting close-ish to dark, so
He's just enjoying his life out there.
I just don't like him being outside.
Can you guys hear us okay?
When there's coyotes and stuff. The weather has been beautiful here. It's just now kind of cooling down. It was raining today. It's rained a lot. Thank you, Jeanette Castro.
Janet, thank you.
I said Jeanette. I'm sorry. I meant Janet.
Thank you so much. I was going to pull up on my phone the questions because our computer is on our little coffee table and it's pretty far away. Volume is perfect. Rad. Okay.
Awesome.
Cool. Well, on our list first of things to talk about, we did a live stream today because we've been working on this huge video.
It's like the shortest video we've posted in a long time, but it's taken the most work.
I think it'll end up being about 20 minutes, but it is any video where I pull from old videos, and I'm pulling from Scamp stuff, from A-frame stuff, from build stuff. It takes so much editing work, and it's really fun.
And to like dig through all the old.
Yeah, and that's really fun. But we are making a video, a great video.
It takes more time too because you get distracted just watching old videos.
I know. We have so many videos. We have so much footage. We were just talking the other day about, I remember a lot of our Scamp adventures because I've journaled a lot of it. So I just have books on books of memories. But it's also our YouTube videos that hold so much memory that we would never remember if we hadn't been on YouTube documenting all of it. We had so many people come out to stay with us, to camp with us when we were scamping.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. About everybody we knew, just about.
And then what is the video about, though? We didn't really see.
It's about off-grid living, the reality, the true reality of what it takes to live off-grid, featuring Barron's alter ego, Veronica. She's finally going to make an appearance. She is maybe going to take a scandalous thumbnail. We'll see how she's feeling that day.
I think it's likely. Just to poke fun. Thank you, Amy Lynn.
Amy Lynn, thank you.
Just to poke fun at the absurdity of like sexy off-grid, I don't know, and like the hot thumbnails that people make. It's just stupid. So we want to like make an alter ego that will like clickbait the frothy dudes into clicking on it, and then
they'll stay for the video.
Yeah, but then it's Veronica that turns around, and they're like, "Dang it!"
It used to be different when Barron had his long hair.
I know,
but
we got me a sick wig though.
I am so excited. It's also just the internet poses homesteading and off-grid living in such a beautiful, elegant, easy, adventurous light. And it is all those things, but it takes a lot of work to get it there.
Yeah.
So we're highlighting random things like, water, food, but trash,
electricity usage, yeah.
The finding land, and a lot of it comes down to working with the law. It's not that people aren't capable of putting in the work and the dedication, but it's that the law won't allow people to live this way. Yeah,
and like you can't live on your land most places until you have something that the authorities deem as good enough to live in. So that's kind of the angle is like, yeah, there's all these kind of hard things that people don't talk about, but also that more of the difficulty is in dealing with regulations and stuff than anything, unfortunately.
And I think Veronica is just going to lighten up the energy a little bit of it's kind of there's a lot of information and some seriousness.
Yeah, and it's, I don't know, talking about like regulations and stuff is kind of gloomy, but hopefully the humor of it will make it better. But yeah, it's been
We're excited. I was hoping to have it done for today, but we need some more time. Veronica, she just wasn't in her element.
She's pretty finicky.
So we'll get her done. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Nick's pics. I thought the trend was funny faces. Now even doctor videos.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. Sorry, girl.
Names are hard. I feel like boy names are even harder than girl names too.
We have a particular girl name. I feel like I could come up with about 1,000 girl names too. You should see my list. My list of names that I've been making over the years is, you don't know if it would be better for a human or a dog kind of a situation. So we'll figure it out. We don't know if it's a boy or a girl yet. We could. Yeah,
we'll find out.
We're gonna.
I think that'll just help us kind of like stop calling it. You know, and it'll make it a little more real.
And after going through loss, I think it'll just help us form a bond. Yeah. But I've got some pregnant friends who are choosing not to find out. And I think maybe for a second baby, I would love to do that. I think that's so much fun and so cool. But if we have the option, I think we're going to find out at the anatomy scan. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's weird to name anything before you meet it. Like to have to name a kid the moment or like before it's even born is strange. It seems like you want to get to know them. Well, it's like our dogs. We had names in mind for them, but a name is it'll go carry with them for the rest of their lives unless they change it. So there's some severity there to the decision. Hector's just getting right into it. What do you guys think happens when you die?
Do you want to know?
Note.
Do you want to know what I think? I just finished Journey of Souls, and I'm in Destiny of Souls now. It's all about the
Past life regressions
and what happens to the soul in between lives. It's fascinating.
I think that idea is really interesting. And then, like, to relate it to a scientific thinking to where the past lives could be stored information within our DNA that's passed down from person to person.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I mean, I grew up with the heaven theory, and nobody has it right. Nobody knows.
Yeah, no offense, but like we can't know, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Sorry.
You don't have it right.
No,
stupid.
It could be what happens when you die.
Yeah. I don't know.
Nobody knows. Seems like near-death experiences are one step closer than anyone else.
On a heavier note, are you guys gonna start raising chickens? Yeah. yeah. Chickens are definitely in the works.
We're talking about cats too.
Yeah,
Still, we talk about cats in every live stream.
Well, I'm thinking we get cats and chickens at the same time.
He called me coming home from the grocery store.
I almost got one.
Almost brought one home.
The problem is I'm allergic to cats.
So it will not be an indoor cat.
Yeah.
I wonder why you're allergic to cats and not all this dog hair.
I don't know. But the cat I saw, it was a stray, and it was like this color of this shirt, like kind of a blue, like steel blue color, and it was so cool. It was a little kitten. And there was a guy sitting out on his phone, and I was like, "Hey, are these your cats?" And he said, "Well, kind of. They're all strays, but I feed some of them." And I was like, "All right. We could really use a cat." And he was like, "Well, if you can catch one, you can have it." But I couldn't catch it. I don't really know how to bait a cat in.
I don't either. I don't know anything about cats.
Like, I feel like you make more of those noises.
Oh, here comes the girl.
I don't know. She's chaos. And I wonder if the boy is somewhere around. There he is. Come on, Camp.
Come here.
Be careful, Pilot.
She says, "I'm always careful."
Come on, buddy. Okay, go.
Just needed to check in.
Yeah. I already fed them.
Any interest in flock of guinea fowl?
Yes. I think guinea fowl are super interesting. I don't know how much our neighbor would like them, or neighbors.
They're loud.
We've
talked about them before.
Yeah, they're super loud, but that's kind of like part of the beauty of them. And we don't have a ton of ticks. And that's kind of like the primary reason that people get them.
Because they eat them?
Legendary around the Jewel Shirt brand. I just have to acknowledge that. Thank you. I think it's legendary too. But yeah, I think guinea fowl are super cool. Also, quail are interesting, but their eggs are so little that it would be have to eat a dozen of them to have a meal or a partial meal.
I'm not having any particular cravings, I would say.
Lots of
waffles still.
Yeah, crushing waffles. Every time I eat waffles, Elsa acts like
because you eat 3 of them.
They're this big. I'm a grown boy.
They're advertised as you got to eat them in even numbers.
Yeah, what? How do you? It's so weird that's what you get frustrated about.
Either eat 2 or 4.
Thank you, Debbie. She says, as a small kid, I thought that there wasn't enough room in heaven for all the souls and didn't know about reincarnation. Aww. Yeah, that would be a scary thought as a kid. Thinking about like heaven and hell and all that as a tiny child is terrifying. Are you sleeping well, Elsa?
No.
Pilot doesn't help.
Well, she wakes up about the time that I wake up. She probably hears me moving a little bit, but I wake up. Gina! I wake up around 2 or 3 and sleep really light after 2 or 3. Roll around. My ears go numb. It's been...
Hold on. Sorry. The waffle argument? Are you guys saying that like they're like fancy Eggo waffles. Are you actually only supposed to eat them in pairs? Like in even numbers? Where is this a thing that is agreeable? This is like where maple syrup comes from. Somebody else said that they had the same argument with.
Oh, well, it's a good argument.
No, look, Crystal likes 3.
1 Belgian waffle.
Usually 2. A Belgian waffle is different.
I know, it's a large waffle. My grandpa had a waffle maker that had the small holes. It was a big circle, and the squares were small. So it was just a better experience. We grew up with a rectangular one with huge squares in the...
I feel like those are hard to get right.
Cakey, very bready waffles. Not as good. Me, poor kid.
Good.
Where's the thing with waffles and chicken?
Ooh, chicken and waffles.
That sounds great.
We should get good at frying chicken. That would be nice.
We got an air fryer now because we got an oven that is an air fryer. It's a micro oven. That was on our list of things to talk about today, actually.
Yeah.
I got a Breville oven that is a countertop oven. It's electric, and I'll be able to cook sourdough in it. It can proof sourdough. Very exciting.
It's kind of expensive.
It's very expensive.
Well, it was like $300, right?
It was a little more.
Good.
But I think it'll be worth it because whenever I go back and visit my parents, I don't like to turn on the whole oven if I want to heat something up. So I think a countertop oven is going to be great.
Yeah,
we'll still use it all the time when we have
anytime that we don't need the full oven.
Watch your foot.
We don't have to. We can. What am I saying? We could just use the electric one.
Yeah.
Like if we have plenty of solar, and then we don't have to use our propane. So we'll have the little one for whatever, and then the big one will be on propane for big stuff.
And I mean, what do you use a big oven for? Most things?
Most things, the little.
I think depending on how big your family is.
Like a big frozen pizza.
Yeah. Or a sheet of cookies, or a bunch of meals, or a casserole.
But even the little one could do
all these things on a smaller scale.
Yeah. And we probably won't have a giant family. But then even if we do want to cook like a bunch of stuff, we'll have them both.
We use our toaster oven air fryer almost daily.
Us too.
For waffles. That's the one thing is to toast. It takes quite a long time to toast.
Somebody asked, did you update to iOS 18? I haven't yet.
I have no idea what my phone is on. I always say no, I don't want the update. I don't want my phone to change.
It's so annoying. I picked up Elsa's phone a couple days ago, and I was like, you have 74 unlistened to voicemails? Like, how does that not drive you nuts? And she spent like the next 2 hours listening to old voicemails.
All the way from 2017.
Yeah,
I think I
crazy.
just I don't know. My mistake.
Yeah.
Is iOS 18 the one that's coming with the new phones, or the brand new iOS, the AI one?
Yeah, like the AI emojis and all that kind of stuff.
Hi, Nick!
I don't think it'll be very AI heavy though until like the next drop.
I was looking for some emojis for my post for this live stream, and oven specifically, and I am excited about that specific feature to be able to create your own emojis. That would be fun.
Somebody asked about a baby registry. Do you want to talk about that?
Things have still felt so unknown, up in the air. I don't know. I haven't wanted to start with making a registry, and I don't know if we'll have a baby shower. We don't have, like, I don't know who would come to a baby shower. Most of our friends don't want babies, and I don't want to make anyone sit through a baby shower, opening up gifts and I don't know if that's fine or not, but I don't know that I want a baby shower, I guess is what I'm saying. And
Yeah, we could do a virtual baby shower.
Yeah, we have kind of talked about that a little bit, but still, I don't know.
Well, there's not like a bunch of stuff that we feel like we want.
That's the majority of it is we're already getting baby gifts that are things that we just have such a small space.
And we don't have a single closet.
And a very specific way that we live. So receiving things that aren't things that we need is, I don't know. It's really fun, but I don't know what to do with a lot of this stuff. So, and also I haven't looked into I don't know. It all just seems so weird. It all seems so weird. So I haven't really touched the whole registry thing. And we've talked about even not doing a registry and just if somebody wants to
contribute,
like asks for the registry, we have a diaper fund or something.
Yeah, but we're not. We're hardly. That's another.
I know.
But
we're gonna do it all
but like if people want to help out like financially, that'd be awesome. But there aren't like if we need specific things, we'll get them like when we need them beyond like the essentials, you know.
Start an education fund.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
We got to get educated first.
I'm very smart.
Oh.
Didn't you know that?
Hello? I forgot. That's my bad.
Don't stress about that. I'm not stressed at all. I think I'm the opposite of stressed, and maybe I should consider it a little bit more. What I have considered though is, can I put a stand mixer on a baby registry? Is that fine? Could I put organic cotton bed sheets on a registry?
Because we need stuff. We're taking care of this thing.
A rocking
it hardly
chair.
needs anything.
That's kind of what I've been thinking about. Is this?
I could use a new chainsaw. You know, gotta keep it warm.
That would be so funny.
I think makes sense.
Gotta keep it warm by chopping the wood.
Right.
And
we could use like a big ass TV when we're up all night watching Friends.
I've never watched a full episode of Friends.
I know. I don't think we'll probably do that, but
yeah. So whatever you or baby needs, you can put anything you need. Okay. Well, maybe I'll just make I'll make one and then see what happens. Because the worst thing is no one buys it, and then we still don't have the thing that we never started off with in the first place.
Alex's escapades. Do you do any grouse hunting? I haven't really hunted yet this season. I didn't get an archery tag because I just have had so much to do here. And honestly, since the archery tag is a full month, it just gives me anxiety anytime I'm not hunting because I feel like I should be. So I'm going to pull a rifle tag, I think.
Gidget?
For October.
You might think this is interesting.
I have a Husqvarna saw on it still. Sorry, go ahead.
I love what you were saying about grouse hunting too. That was good stuff.
Thanks.
We didn't do a baby shower, and it was a good call for us. The baby registry opened the door to allow people to scrutinize our way of living. Highly recommend monetary contributions only. I love that. I think, though, people are pretty used to us being
weird,
strange.
It's hard.
I'm used to people thinking we're strange too, so it wouldn't be so.
It feels better to give like gifts, like a thing, but oftentimes money is more useful.
All day. I think it would be, then we could purchase what we actually feel like we want.
But that feels kind of vain to.
Well, and I think it's a lot more fun to know that you contributed the pillow or the onesies or the towels, whatever. Also, I don't know what I'm talking about. I've never done any of this before, but these are just the things we're thinking. I appreciate the input from all of you more experienced people.
Are rock saw exploits on your topic list? We really haven't gotten into it much. I've been trying to, what?
What have you been working on?
The shower.
You've been working hard at it.
And like figuring out all of our plumbing and stuff. It's been interesting. It's one of those things where it's not hard, like plumbing, especially using PAX and everything. It's not difficult. It's just the parts are so finicky, and you need such specific things that and the nearest plumbing store is like 45 minutes away. So it's like an hour and a half drive if I need any extra parts.
You probably went there maybe 8 times.
Yeah.
No exaggeration.
Yeah.
And that's a whole day spent driving around going.
But now I got it pretty dialed. I had to order a specialized dog leg for the drain for the shower because when we poured the foundation, it was in a super rush to get it figured out where we were going to run all our plumbing and stuff. So it's just like a couple inches off where it needs to be. So I had to order a custom part for it.
But it was like jumping from figuring out the whole solar kit to jumping into figuring out plumbing. And it's insane how much.
But it wasn't just that. It was like I had gotten into figuring out how we're going to build our bathroom. Like that's what I was spending my time on. And then I kind of lapsed the idea of plumbing and then all of our like gas lines, and it's just a lot of different things to figure out.
And just to do it on your own is with the help of experts and James and friends and stuff, but to put it into action by yourself. Your dad has been extremely helpful.
For sure. My dad's out here on a lot of the weekends, so that's been great. But yeah, it's overwhelming. And it's one of those things like now I kind of have a grip on plumbing a little bit, and I won't need that.
If we had a second bathroom, then that'd be fun.
But yeah, again, it's as soon as I get something like kind of figured out. $9.99, are you out of your mind, Infamous Shark? Congrats. Also, get yourself a coffee and just live your life. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have a espresso machine.
But we ran out of coffee this morning.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking it right now. It's hurting my stomach.
Barron, build a man cave. The A-frame will kind of be my man cave. Bama Mama.
Thank you, Barron, for your book. It's helped us tremendously on our off-grid property. Elsa, you look amazing. We can't wait to see Camp and Pilot's reaction to the baby.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited that Barron's book has been so helpful.
Yeah.
I would love to see a part 2 of like the off-grid homesteading. And I think that'll come eventually. Thank you.
Cop, $4.99. You out of your mind?
Are you out of your mind? Elsa, your hair looks beautiful. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I could really use a haircut for the ends.
I've had a few calls, like consultation calls or whatever, for talking about off-grid and Nomad stuff and everything, and it's been really fun.
Yeah, it's just as helpful. In case you missed the last video, Barron mentioned that at the end of the video, that if you want to talk about off-grid, nomading, home building, whatever.
Finding land, just anything that we've done.
He's offering consultations, donation-based consultations, or just if you don't have a donation to spare and just need help, want to chat, you can schedule it on his website, normal2nomad.com. But it's been I would assume it's fulfilling for the people that you've talked to, but it's equally as fulfilling for you to talk to. Yeah, it's fun.
It's fun to like ideate with people and solve problems, and
you just get so excited.
Use like some of the information that I have gathered is fun. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I really appreciate you saying that the book was helpful.
I can't read from this far away.
I know, I can, but I gotta like really focus. Any video games y'all have been enjoying lately? Okay.
Oh yes.
No. I've been playing Valheim with a buddy, and man, that game is fun. Have any of y'all played Valheim? What?
My mom. My mom says, I am packaging books and stickers as we speak. Keep me busy, she says.
Yeah.
Get a copy of Normal 2 or Normal 2 Nomad.
Or get some stickers.
Or get stickers on my website. I think the book is, you choose. It's up to you. Samantha Zimmerman, welcome as a YouTube member. And Nina Outdoor Adventures, $9.99. Are you out of your mind? Y'all have been so inspirational on my journey working towards living off grid. Cool. Thank you so much. I'm glad to hear it.
Anyway, Valheim. It's a survival game, but you're a Viking, and you got like the building in the game is phenomenal.
It's a beautiful,
super
game
creative,
too.
yeah, and it's like low poly, kind of older looking graphics, but they did a really good job with all the lighting effects and everything. It's super fun. Did Elsa ever play Skyrim? No, because she doesn't like to read, unless it's like fairy sex books.
That's not true. I read ACOTAR once. That's all you can say.
Okay,
Casey.
Go. Stay or go, bro.
Casey Rust. Hey, from Kansas City. Elsa, I work with your dad. I think he's told me about you, Casey. I think if we're talking about the same person. I'm playing Valheim with my brother.
Hit me up on my Instagram or Discord server if you want to play Valheim together. That'd be fun. I can link my Discord here. One moment.
I'm still shook Elsa wouldn't play Skyrim. Okay, it's not that I wouldn't. I did just have Mario. What? It's
Odyssey?
not Odyssey. I was finishing Mario Odyssey. I still have not finished. Come on, Pilot. Come up here.
Oh, God. She's chaos.
Come on, sit. You can sit. This is a good, pretty girl.
Do you know the baby's gender? Will you do a reveal? Thank you, Dana.
We'll reveal it somehow.
Out of your mind? Yeah, I don't know. It won't be like, yes, that was Pilot drinking like a walrus in the background. I don't think we're going to do like a explosion of a certain color of powder or anything.
Oh, no. I think we'll just tell YouTube. Mm-hmm. We were just talking about that. I was like, when we find out, are we going to like save it and then do something? And Barron's like, and then it's like,
well, yeah. If you thought that would be super fun, then I'll do whatever. But
I don't. I would only really do that just because we're just for YouTube. And so then it's, I don't think it needs to be anything crazy.
Yeah, we'll make a video and
we'll tell you about it when we know, but we don't know yet. I would like to know.
Yeah, Tracy, we don't ship stickers to Canada because Elsa's mom handles all of the orders, and it's just too expensive for books and stickers because they're like a fairly affordable, like cheap item, and then shipping is just expensive, and then it's complex too. Like when you did it in the past,
filling out customs.
Yeah, and then stuff would bounce, and then it's a pain in the butt. We would like to do that in the future, but
when things get, there she goes again. When we have maybe more merchandise and products, and it's more of a
goodness, Pilot.
We'll figure that out later.
Yes, the book is available virtually. So with the book, I initially wrote the book thinking that I would only release it as a digital book, but then trying to share it with people to get their feedback on it, realized how few people even knew how to open a digital book. So I was like, well, shoot, I should print some of these. So it was initially just going to be digital, and digital is available worldwide, but the physical is only in the US, unfortunately. But the physical book is kind of like a icing on top, I guess. Like it wasn't going to be a thing.
But in the digital book, you can click all the links directly, which is really cool. That was part of why you wanted
right, because I thought, and like at that time, I was only reading digital books. So, and the audiobook, we have like halfway done, but then when you got pregnant, it wasn't like.
We have it more than halfway done.
Yeah, we just couldn't do it when you were in first trimester.
Yeah. What are you drinking? Something yummy? Just water.
Me too.
Same with Barron, he said. Oops, I'm way behind.
We love the scamp videos too. Somebody just said that they like all our videos, but really enjoy the
Scamp videos most.
Yeah, those were fun. We just rewatched when we were scraping through old stuff for this upcoming video. We rewatched the recent snow video, and that was fun. That was desperate, though.
It was last March. It was one of the most recent scamp snow videos that we made, and we thought we were going to get 3 to 4 inches of snow, and got I think
like well over a foot.
15 inches, and we were pretty close to home, but it was just so unexpected. The temperatures were also so much lower than we thought.
It was negative 16.
So it was a very honest, pretty desperate. We almost got snowed in.
Our rotors froze.
So the wheels wouldn't move to get us out of there. It was shot really well too, at least the first half of it. So that was a fun video. We would love to take the scamp out more. Barron just fixed the front door has for years, it would just pop open as we drove. So we would always drive with a bungee cord holding it down. And with Pilot, she would just push that open in a second if we were scamping. And so Barron finally fixed the door recently.
I kind of MacGyver fixed it.
Yeah, but it works.
It's soldered and riveted together, so I can't get into the mechanism to replace the spring. Mm-hmm. So I had to use like hair ties and paracord, and
you did it.
But it works great.
You've become quite the handyman.
Thanks.
Over the years that I have known you, sir.
Hello from the Buffalo River. Hi, Poindexter. That's one of my favorite places in the world.
Gabby's here.
Sorry if I'm just staring. I'm trying to read.
Have you run out of venison from your last trip?
We're getting close, but no.
We kind of realized we were low and then stopped eating it. We did this last summer too, and then we had so much left over by the time
this year we have less already though.
I think you should check out our stash. If you're
going let's start
out,
eating it then. I've not been making it because
if you're going out next month, we're gonna have extra. But it was great because then we got to give it away to a bunch of people, our neighbors and stuff.
Yeah. Somebody asked if we would be willing to sell this scamp, and there's just not.
We wouldn't get enough money for it.
Yeah, it's worth more to us than the money that we could get for it. From Joan Donnelly, really enjoy your content. Love when Elsa yips skittily doos. I bought this sticker and it makes me smile.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Joan. Or Joanne. Joan.
Probably Joan, I think.
I'm excited that people seem to really like the yip skittily doo sticker. I made it on a whim.
Andy says, love you both. Keep on sharing. Will do.
Thanks, Andy.
Yeah, the yip skilly. That was like, you made that quick. And you were like, should I order this? And I was like, yeah, totally.
There was a deal on the sticker site, and I just made it real quick and ordered it.
It's fun though.
People have asked for it for a while, and I haven't added any new stickers in a while. Just hasn't been my passion drawing or anything.
Yeah. Barron, build a pool. That's
on
my list of things to do, like a natural-ish pool. To do it though, we have to have goats first. Otherwise.
Passion flower, if you ordered a book, or like especially in the pre-order, we had issues with the printer. So send Barron an email on normal2nomad.com.
I'll send you a new one.
We've talked about it in videos, but we will not be going with that same printer.
I wish we could because they did such a good job, but he was such a pain to work with.
Lost a ton of books.
And he just lied over and over again. It was brutal.
Dang it. But I think that's maybe how things
Did they say that, or did she say they
ordered it and never got it?
Yeah, it was you probably ordered early, and I really appreciate that. But yeah, the printer was supposed to send out all the pre-orders, and there were lots of them that they just didn't send, and I had to kind of scrape back through and
we had to
like duplicate
for
hundreds and
free.
hundreds of orders. Yeah, not ideal.
Too bad, but it's a great book. You'll be excited when you get it, but do send Barron an email. And my mom is shipping books and stickers right now, she said in this live stream. So she'll get it shipped out to you right now.
Yeah, if you send me an email through my site with your address, I'll just get you I can send that over to her right now.
Heavy in the fiberglass camper groups, you'd get more for the scamp than you think. I picked up my 2024 19 fiver in June.
Well, but like for it to be worth it, I feel like we'd need to get 15 grand for it or something.
So that we could buy another one.
Yeah.
But this one is customized, fully custom, gutted, dirty to our.
And it's like
we're gonna rebuild the center and everything.
The cabinets and all that.
So it's just perfect for us. And it has the wood stove hole. But I'm sure we've mentioned it at some point before. We had sent 10 grand over to some of our friends. Like they had the money in 2020. And we were about to buy a second scamp that was newer and had a slightly larger bed, I think, and it was taller. The seller ended up selling it underneath us or out. What's the phrase? They sold it. So then our friends sent our money back, but we almost had 2 scamps.
Somebody asked what hobbies have we been into lately?
Jewelry making for sure. I've been crocheting this organic cotton blanket since last winter.
This isn't really a hobby, but Apple's app Free Flow, I think it's called. I started using it to lay out our solar kit and our plumbing. And man, Freeform, it's so useful. I can show you.
Books also this year. It was my goal to be a book girl.
You kind of see. You can't really see. But you can just, I don't know. It's a really nice app for like laying things out and ideating and brainstorming and all that. But I've been able to diagram all of our different kits to figure out what all of our pieces and all that are.
We are married, legally married. Any plan? Oh, I see. Yeah, we are legally married.
We didn't buy a big generator yet. We still have our Honda 1000 that works great, but for backup for our solar, eventually, if we start to need it, I'll probably get an electric start generator because our solar controller has a deal on it where I can have it if our batteries get below 20% or whatever, it can kick the generator on and
that's awesome.
Catch it back up. But I don't know that we probably won't need that for a while. Like, I don't know if we will at all.
Yeah, we'll see. We're talking in this upcoming video about our solar kit, and a lot of people think that we are going to be underpowered and under-paneled, and we'll see, but we're so used to running so little.
Yeah, and I don't know, like we're looking at a pretty expensive washer-dryer combo, and if you have an opinion on that, keep it to yourself. No, that's just a joke. It seems like everybody is like, no, washer-dryer combos are the worst, whatever, but they have good reviews. But we need a heat pump operated washer-dryer, and we don't have very much space for it. But things like that, like that'll be one of our few electric appliances. And then
we've got a fridge a fridge and freezer on solar already.
The propane, well, the water heater is propane. The propane inline water heater just seemed like less complexity than doing it with water or electricity. But I just got that hooked up. The water pump doesn't pull anything. we'll have an extra freezer, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
But that hardly pulls anything. So yeah, we just won't have that much more stuff drawing power.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that we'll need a generator. I'll probably get a decent size one just for like emergencies, just so that we can make good power and like keep everything rocking if something went sideways with our system. But
and if we realize that we're using too much power, we'll just
chill out.
Stop.
Yeah.
And we'll go back to living without so much power until we get more panels or whatever.
And we have a small secondary kit in the A-frame and in the office.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be okay.
We're pretty set.
Yeah. I think Camp walked down the hill.
Are you sure? I think he walked actually by the wood pile over here. Due date is not December. It's still a bit after that. I don't want anyone to be counting me down. So we're not publicly talking about the due date. But it's coming. It is coming at some point. As someone who lives off grid completely, I think you have plenty of power. Cool. I appreciate that. Hey, from Alaska, every time we pass a scamp, we think of y'all. We have enjoyed watching your YouTube videos for several years now. I can't wait to see the baby pictures. Me too.
I hope it's cute.
I know, I've said that.
Like mostly healthy is all I care about.
Mm-hmm.
But cute.
It'd be so fun if it was just too cute to handle. I'd love it if it looked just like Barron.
Oh.
And it seems like
you
babies.
used to be cute when you're a baby.
It seems like babies oftentimes, especially the first one, look a lot like their dad. I look a lot like my dad. He
We
loves
were just
to hear
watching
that.
some of your home videos, and Elsa was so cute.
Yeah, my dad transcribed all of our videotapes from when we were little kids, up and like babies through high school. Too much high school stuff, like not cute.
And like recitals and
Diving,
soccer games.
Yeah.
Funny.
It is funny, but I was pretty cute. I think Barron was even cuter. So.
Aww. Why do our plants look good?
Because I water them all the time.
Pothos are just the best.
Yeah.
They do the coolest stuff. Like they stretch out and they're easy.
And that one above it is a begonia from Doreen that has been really neat.
A begonia named Bowser.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we have 3 pothos now. And
we named,
amazing.
That's so funny. We named him Bowser, and then our 2 cacti, they have names, but nobody else does.
Yeah, sorry, team. We had other stuff to talk about, right?
Yeah.
Should we pull it up?
Yeah.
Plants are doing awesome. Our little garden is doing fine. It was mostly an experiment, though. Like it wasn't a hop up. At least so people can see you.
Come here.
Like see what's
Come
whining.
here.
Come on, Pilot.
Come here, Pilot.
No, don't get fired up. Come here, girl.
Good girl. Bicycle. Can you sit?
We got to get Camp in.
Mm-hmm.
Too. Good girl, Pilot.
Camp is resting on the cool concrete floor.
Yes, the mini hydroponic gardens we have looked at, and I think soonish we'll probably do that. It'd
really
be kind of
cool.
fun for the winter, even.
Yeah, I think they're just expensive, so I haven't wanted to pay for that.
It's one of those things where, like, if we bought a nice one, I feel like we wouldn't regret it, but also they just seem like they shouldn't be as expensive as they are.
And just with other costs of finishing our build, it's just not the first thing I think of spending money on.
Yeah.
There's a few things like that
there are lots of things that we want to prioritize, like getting the water heater and all that in and finishing our shower and all that.
You did install the water heater.
That
it's
was a pain in the
set
butt.
in with his dad.
I
It's
don't-
all in, and it's
I don't
amazing.
think we want or have shared any of that, but I had to rent a hole saw. It's like a drill press, like a drill that you crank the deal and it goes down. It's called a drill press. If you don't know, sorry, but it was a drill press with a big concrete bit on it, and I had to like attach the whole drill to the side of the house, and it's like maybe 3 foot tall, and then
That was the hard part.
yeah,
Was just attaching it.
and then run a hose to it and crank it down. But once I had it all set up, it went really fast. But
Minutes.
yeah, I had to do that to vent the water heater because I wanted an indoor water heater that vents outside, because if I had an outside water heater, then it has to use electricity to keep all the pipes from freezing.
It'll be pretty nice that we have that underground too. It's in our little crawl space area that we built. Not even necessarily, it wasn't supposed to be a crawl space. He was going to charge us a lot more to make a dedicated crawl space, but
Yeah.
it's the space where we put our cistern. There's a little extra space, and Barron worked at it to get it to fit, to get the heater and everything to fit down there, and it's going to be really nice that that's down there.
My dad actually helped me excavate it too. So that was, now there's like an extra 3 inches of headspace.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you earlier in the year, late winter, you instead of accessing it from the hole in the ground in the top that we've shown in a lot of videos, there's just a hole in our floor back in the bathroom. Camper, hey, camp.
But so we're
You
gonna
drilled into the side wall so that we access it from the side of the house.
I had to rent a concrete like demolition saw.
That took a long time.
That was like 3 days of just doing that.
Yeah, we have both of those situations on camera, but haven't put them in a video yet.
Yeah, maybe like when we show the shower finished or whatever, we can do that.
Is that nice, Pilot? Whoa. Slobber everywhere.
Those are nice saws.
Ah!
Yeah, it was really cool, but it was a pain in the butt.
Did Elsa ever get an immersion blender? No, but I have one in my Amazon shopping cart.
We almost bought one at the Walmart the other day.
Yeah, but I didn't know if it needs to be more. I don't know I don't know anything about them. So can I get a Walmart one and it'll do the job, or do I need to get a better one? I don't know.
Have y'all set up your nursery room? Yep. It's perfect.
It is set up currently.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be great.
It's the same room. It's just our bedroom.
Come here. Come here.
Put the blender on the registry. That's what I'm
I know.
saying.
Yeah, is that fine? It's kind of like we didn't have a wedding, so can I just blend these two registries and have it be
Maybe
a
so.
wedding registry,
And
housewarming?
we didn't have that either.
Baby.
Are you having a virtual baby shower? Beach bum $199. You're out of your mind. I mean,
We've talked about it.
well, if people are actually interested and that would be fun, I feel like it would be fun.
If it'd be yeah.
What?
I cannot
I don't like when,
to open gifts in front of people.
it's brutal.
Well, because I know what it's like to sit on the other end and watch
Yeah.
people open gifts, that it's not like it's a terrible time, but
Well, unless if you're Christmas and everybody's opening gifts,
yeah.
then that's cool because it's kind of like everybody's having fun. But just to sit and watch somebody open all the gifts is like kind of brutal.
I should say though, I haven't had a whole lot of friends who've had baby showers like that. So, and anytime I have, it's been a nice time. I don't mean any
Yeah, no
shade.
shade. But it just feels like if we were to do that,
I
it would
would feel
hard
bad. But wouldn't that be funny? What would have any of you ever seen any YouTubers have
An online baby shower?
I don't even know what that would look like.
I don't know.
Do I have a hair going in my or a dog hair?
Have you had any strange cravings yet?
No, not really. I haven't been craving much. I've been eating really
You've had
healthy.
aversions.
I had aversions during first trimester just to burritos, straight no burritos, please. But I'm over it now. I have been wondering, am I supposed to be having weird cravings? Because
Tien Volgal.
$9.99. Are you out of your mind? Thank you so much.
Build a soil in Colorado on YouTube. Okay, I'll check that out. Are you talking like the kind of vertical growing hydroponic kits? I think that's what he was talking about. Yeah, send me an email though if you have suggestions on that, because that'd be fun to get for this winter.
Oh, Dana? What?
Hmm.
Someone said, I saw Dana from Wild We Roam sending well wishes to Elsa. How long have you guys known Dana and Lou? They came to visit us this spring. And so we've known them in person since then. I've watched their channel for years.
Yeah, we both have.
And they came to visit. And Dana is now someone that she's like one of my closest friends in talking about motherhood stuff. So
they're really cool.
Her latest video about motherhood off grid is a fabulous video. If anyone wants to go check that out, they're Wild We Roam on YouTube. They're doing some cool stuff up in the Northeast. And it was fun to have them out here.
Barron, how's the Tenkara rod? I'm getting into fly fishing. I love my Tenkara rod, but it's kind of one of those things where there's only like specific types of water that you can really fish it with. Like small creeks and stuff works great for that. It works great for alpine lakes if you don't have to reach out super far. If I had waders, I think I would enjoy it even more, because then I could like get myself out into the water. But I highly recommend Tenkara rods, but they're like, if you have a Western fly rod or a spinning reel, then you can like access more water with those things, but they're more complicated to use and they're a lot more to backpack in with. But just for backpacking and like poking around, trying to catch fish in water that isn't super heavily fished, I think Tenkara is great.
It was so nice to travel with.
Yeah.
Teeny little thing. A lot of you are saying that you didn't have cravings or aren't having cravings. So cool. Makes me feel better.
Somebody asked how the weather is here, Steve. It's good.
Just beautiful.
But I went today and bought a cord of dried logs. I would like to go into the forest and harvest our own wood.
I think we will
soon. We just haven't had the time to do it, because really it's not just going and getting it. You got to dry it for a year or so too, if it's not like dry standing beetle kill or whatever.
Beach Bum, $4.99. Are you out of your mind? Guys, it's a must. It's so much fun. Your subscribers would love to be part of this awesome event. Don't feel bad.
Okay. Yay. I feel like it would be fun. Like, but I don't know how we would do it. Like,
yeah, would we do it like a live stream like this? And would
we just have a bunch of Amazon packages?
I don't know. Or do we do it in a YouTube video?
I think a live stream would be more fun.
Yeah,
like
more
it would just be goofy
and
funny.
People.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it has to be a live stream. Then it's a live event. Well, then so then I'd need to make a registry.
Yeah. Well, but that's just, you make a shopping list.
And at what time do people have baby showers? At like 7, 8 months?
I feel like pretty close to being due. Don't stress. It's fine. 10 Volgal, $9.99. You out of your mind? Thank you. And Dawn, love you both. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank
Dawn.
you both.
Shopping kind of stresses Elsa out and hits her right in the gut. It's weird.
I'm sure that so many women can relate. I have spent a lot of time being constipated, and something that helps me go to the bathroom is to shop. in person, and also online shopping gives me the same kind of stress. So that's what I do when I.
It's not that you like hate it.
Oh, I don't
It
hate
just
it. I
like
think
makes
it's
you
fun.
nervous.
Yeah, it's the idea of spending money. What should I buy this? Do I need this? Should I actually spend money on it? I'm just shopping is a
Poop stress.
poop. Yeah, I mean, we'd always be shopping in thrift stores in Kansas City, and
Like, oh, I gotta go.
Yeah, just have to find the bathroom quick.
People keep asking about baby names. Our baby names will be really weird, and we're probably not gonna say them until it's a real thing because people will be like, ugh, when they hear them.
They won't. I think it'll be very on brand for us.
Yeah, but people are gonna be like, "Oh my god, you can't name a kid that." Think about when it's a grown up and it's at its corporate job.
Well, I think no matter what we name a child, whether it's like Lucas or Rainbow, I think we're gonna get flack because it's the internet.
Mm-hmm.
But we still probably won't say it. Well, I don't know that we won't know till
the
thing
later.
is here anyway.
Yeah.
Such a weird thing to be thinking about.
Pack Rat could be a good name. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
I love those.
PR for short.
Mm-hmm.
I love those. That will give you poop stress.
Yeah, God. I'm sure my battles are going to begin here again soon.
Yeah, it's about that time. Name it .com link.
Or hyper.
Yeah.
Hyperlink.
Broken.
A family friend named their kid Critter. I love that. That's amazing. I love it.
We have a friend who named their son Watts.
Yeah,
and
that's a cool name.
Their love is so electric. Watts. I just think that's awesome. And then we have some other friends who are huge in the mushroom industry, like not psychedelic mushrooms, but they grow all kinds of mushrooms.
Just delicacy mushrooms and stuff.
They named their kid Bolitas, and they call him Bo.
It's so cute.
I just love that. Elsa Belsa. Belsa was my nickname.
We'll probably homeschool to start. That's another good topic that people are like, wow. It's like, God.
Well, we're going to get flack no matter what.
Yeah.
We just have to build up our backbones.
Mm-hmm. You ain't got no backbone.
What?
Chasing status. Any chasing status fans?
Chasing status. Okay.
Do we have anything else we want to talk about?
It's Barron's birthday on Thursday. That was one of my notes for talking about things. How old will you be?
I don't know. You know.
You'll be 36.
Gosh.
Different than 35. Crazy.
Just so far over the hill.
Over the hill is 40, isn't it?
Well, I'm already over the hill.
Or is it now 50?
I don't know. It's fine. I'm excited to be an old man.
What are your hunting plans this year?
I think I'm gonna hunt rifle elk and then maybe go to Texas or Nebraska, potentially for deer. But I didn't pull a deer tag here. It's like in Colorado, you need a lot of points to hunt mule deer, so especially where we are. Here's a little bit to start your baby fun from Sue Peterson. I absolutely loved being pregnant. My children are 31 and 33, so it's so many years ago, but I loved everything about creating a new life and how it changed your life for the better. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sue.
That's really
sweet.
What's her name? Sue?
Sue Peterson.
Oh, okay. I was thinking Peterson. Screwed me up.
That is awesome. I have been feeling so good hormonally. It's been really nice to not have my cycles, my period cycles, and the chaos that ensues with that. I've felt really stable, and that's been just lovely.
1999, are you out of your mind? Thank you, Ever's Moon.
Thank you.
That's a cute emoji. It says, "Let's celebrate their first super on a live stream." Well, thanks for choosing us.
We were talking yesterday about how it's a bummer. We really want to become, I want to do elk camp and make September's what we do.
Mhm.
Hunting is what we do. We are out of the house, camping for a month, hunting, especially when our kids are a little older. That's the goal. But right now, there's just too many variables for you to really put the time in to.
Well, because with archery elk, that's kind of why I'm choosing to hunt rifle this year. But with archery elk, it's all of September in Colorado. So if I just get an over-the-counter elk tag, then if I'm not out elk hunting in September, it feels like it just gives me anxiety to not be out there, and it's hard to like balance everything else with it.
And if you can't scout or shoot in August,
right. I just didn't prepare well enough this year because I had too much going on. But once our house is done and stuff, then we can dedicate more time.
When we are just completely settled, and that becomes the fun entertainment, the focus of life, that it will become that at some point. But it just maybe is not the right time.
But this year, I haven't hunted elk with rifle, so that'll be interesting because it's a different season and everything. So
seems like a whole different activity.
Yeah. Well, it's colder too.
A different practice. I don't want to call it a sport. It's not you're not hunting for sport. But the work that you put in for archery season with Tyler, we have a whole video on his first elk archery season. It's insane. The miles that they covered, you busted through your shoes in just 2 months.
Yeah.
Your brand new Solomons, right? Is that what they were?
Mm-hmm.
That was so crazy. I watched that video today too, working on the new video that's going to be coming next week. And
that was fun.
Insane.
I love it. It's so, I don't know. It's not that it's just fun. It's just like hits you right in the caveman. So
I think just coming from Kansas City, anyone who I knew, which very few people, I wasn't exposed to very many hunters, but it was a completely different style of hunting in the Midwest than it is in the mountains.
Yeah, Western hunting is different because it's like spot and stalk and big country and
high elevation.
Yeah. Thank you, John. Augie 999. You out of your mind?
For gas or whatever. Thank you. So I'm excited for you to get back into it. It was a really cool thing.
But yeah, I'm excited to get out this October and poke around for a week.
Something that I've been so excited about now that I've been feeling better, and we have our solar system set up. We have just our kitchen systems are dialed for what they are right now. Our kitchen is not yet done, but I've been making a lot of things. We just got a little oven, in case you missed it. I baked brownies. I made sauerkraut. I just made yogurt in the Instant Pot. I think food production and food
preservation,
preservation, that's going to be another hunting type huge thing to figure out, but is something that we have a lot of passion for, and I'm so excited about. I'm just dipping my little toes in right now. It's been so fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for that too, like making jerky and everything.
Oh my gosh.
And even processing deer, just like grinding it and cutting out the steaks and vacuum sealing it. It's super fulfilling.
Would it be insane to put, I mean, I could do it. I could put a freeze dryer on the baby registry.
Yeah.
But it probably would never be purchased. But I think that's what this baby registry might look like, is just a little ridiculous.
Like a couple onesies and a freeze dryer and a chainsaw and an immersion blender.
No, I'm probably going to buy an immersion blender after this, actually, because it's soup season. I got to get me a blender. I canned apple pie filling this week. Dang. You must have had a lot of apples around you. That is amazing.
Did we have anything else specifically that we want to talk about?
Hunting. Talked about the shower, the new oven, the off-grid video coming up, the registry, preparing for winter. Is there anything in particular we're doing?
I just went and got, I think I said this, but a cord of firewood today. And I need to start chopping that up. I need to build like some kind of drying and storage rack for our wood.
Yeah.
So that once I have it processed, I can like lay it up and it not get snowed on and everything. I have that like little tiny shed that I built, but
and that's good.
It's worked great, but it just holds such a small amount of wood.
Mm-hmm.
I need honestly, I should just build that little shade structure off of the container. Yeah. That would be perfect.
Cemented into the ground. And then
maybe that'll be that'd be a great. Fun, like just few day project.
It'd be so useful to have that too. Yeah. And you've been talking about it for so long.
You got 10 cords. I think I'll probably get 3 cords this year and probably only burn 2.
I think had maybe
just under 2 cords last year.
And we could have used them more liberally toward the end of, like in May. We could have used that. And also we didn't move in until November.
Oh.
Yeah. Hadn't thought of that till just now.
Yeah.
So we might go through 3. We were wanting to have extra, obviously, just so that when we have a baby, we don't have to be conservative or really thinking too much about it.
Because we'll probably keep it warmer in here than we're used to.
Hummingbird. We don't have any food in the feeder.
Got to get food for the feeder. Cold storage below ground to preserve. Yeah, that's a great idea. We're on such a rocky slope that we would probably have to blow it out, like with dynamite. Yeah.
We could build. I'm borrowing a book from a neighbor about kind of building an above ground situation. We could do something like that, small scale.
Well, I think we could like move earth on, like dig down as much as we can and then move it. So it kind of.
I thought it said hot dog. Disco hot dog 1999. Hot dog fund for the baby.
That's funny.
I thought it read hot dog fund. Thank you. Can't see. I've got such bad floaters in my right eye.
Someone said, Elsa, do you plan on canning some? I don't know.
Heck yeah. I don't know about this year, but.
Not a specific thing, but just canning generally. Never mind.
Oh.
When they said some, I didn't know what.
Oh, like a specific thing.
Yeah.
Totally. I'm so excited to get into that, but it's not something that I think we have the tools or the space for or the food for right now.
Even canning meat. One of your aunts gave us some canned meat one time.
That was just
so nice.
Amazing.
Especially when we're in the scamp. Now it wouldn't be as useful since we have a freezer, but.
Mm-hmm. But I just want to learn how to smoke and dehydrate and can meat, just preserve meat, cured meat. I'd love to even just practice with one of our venison steaks. Just cover it in salt and cure it. I think I want to learn all those things, and we will over time. We have so much to learn.
Somebody asked about Camp's allergies. They've been great. I should grab them.
Since we started living here, there's not a whole lot of allergens here. We live in a pretty desert, arid, alpine climate. But in the spring, we get him just one tiny dose of allergy shot, and then he's good for the rest of the year. But I think it's because we're not moving to different biomes.
He says, I'm out of here.
Oh, okay. See ya. Pilot.
But yeah, his allergies have been much better, and the little bit of Cytopoint doesn't really mess him up too bad. We give him like a smaller dose than is recommended for his body weight, and it does great. And we only need the one shot. So, and then he eats raw food, and that kibble. If he gets into any kibble, it really like makes him go crazy.
You said your Shiba has been all right with the dry summer. We've had a really wet summer. and camp has been okay too, but we can't take him back to Kansas City anymore in the summer where we're from because it blows him up so bad every single time.
We could take him back like in the dead of winter.
Mm-hmm.
But then in winter, we don't really want to leave our place unattended and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, I think this has just become home. In the scamp, we were just portable, nomadic, and hadn't really found home and put roots down, but we have put roots down here in Colorado. So our home where we grew up is less
Homey.
of our home anymore.
Well, and even growing up, Colorado always felt like home to me. Like I felt more welcomed and normal in Colorado than I did in Kansas and Missouri.
But Kansas was a great place to grow up.
Yeah.
Kansas City.
Yeah, it was okay.
I guess we usually go for 90 minutes. We're getting there.
Should we do some rapid fire questions?
Rapid fire.
Let's go.
I can't see.
Hit us with some quick ones.
You guys make pickles, sauerkraut, never spoils. I just made kraut.
Podcasts? Question mark. What do you mean by podcast? Do you mean what are we listening to, or what are we? Do we need to start recording some?
Both.
We should start recording a podcast again.
I know it. We talk about it and then we don't.
Yeah.
We get a little afraid of the topics that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
We get a little afraid to.
They're so edgy.
Well, things like even talking in detail about my miscarriage, I have so much more I want to say, but I just don't know if I should say anything.
Well, and it's just easy to piss the internet off if you have an opinion on anything.
And when you're talking freeform, it's a lot less curated.
Mm-hmm.
Like even in live streams, I always feel a little insecure after I get off because it's unedited me, unfiltered me.
Mm-hmm.
And I say some stupid shit sometimes.
Somebody asked what our 40 acres cost.
$100,000.
Yeah. We saved the whole time in this camp.
We were able to pay in cash for our property because we saved all of our money for 5 years.
Are you still planning on reading the book podcast? Yes, we need to get back into that. Now that Elsa's feeling better, I think we could bang it out pretty quick.
Elsa ever thought about making a cookbook? I've thought about it, but I just really don't want to. But I probably will now that I have a kitchen where I can take nice photos. That's been my holdup.
Well, because you didn't want to take photos of our gross
pans and stove and table. If you're going to cook the meal, you probably don't want to see the scampy looking meal that I made. Still thinking about off-grid events and community down the road on your property? Yes, around here, probably not on our property though. We were thinking on our property, and I think we've just gone back and forth. We've found some awesome areas that we definitely want to do that. I think we would have done that this October if I hadn't gotten pregnant again. Yeah. Things just switched, but. How's the banjo going? I've not played it very much, but I love my banjo. I should be more regular with it. I've heard that the baby now at this point has ears so it can hear, and the banjo just like sits right on top. So what if it came out a little banjo loving son of a gun? Is the garage the next project before winter? No, I wish, but we don't have the money for that. We got to finish the stuff in here first. And I think probably we go back and forth. Like we might build a small garage and then greenhouse, or a greenhouse, then small garage, but we eventually want to have like a shop, and I want to have like a car lift in there so I can fix our vehicles and stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tarot card art. I think that'd be cool. I don't know enough about tarot cards, and that would require a lot of art, but I love that idea. So God made a farmer. Said off-grid is tougher than one would think in Colorado. Majority of the counties don't seem to want it. Yeah, facts. It's kind of all over. It seems like most counties don't want people being
self-reliant, or
Seems like Alaska would be a place to go.
yeah,
Good place to go.
I think a lot of it is to upkeep home values surrounding properties. But it seems like with the housing crisis and everything, we should like let up on some of those rules and let people build small houses how they'd like so that they can have a house at all. But what do I know?
Elsa, what do you use to keep your hair so healthy? That's so funny. Thank you. My dad would say genetics, his genetics.
He's bald.
I don't wash it very often, and I have a healthy diet. Maybe that's it.
I think
really
that's
don't know.
most of it, probably, huh?
I haven't had a healthy diet my whole life, but my hair's looked like this for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't cut it. You could name the baby Banjo. I love that name. I know someone whose dog is named Banjo, so dang it.
Favorite snack right now? I just rediscovered cheese tortellini, and I have been eating it like every day.
A lot of tortellini. I eat yogurt every day.
And the Epic, or not Epic, but the Pro Meal bars are fairly clean and they have a lot of calories in them.
You know what you've been loving? Magnesium gummies.
Oh, yeah. I want to get all my vitamins in gummy form. I saw a guy online does that and has them like in a fishing tackle box. And whenever he wants like a sweet snack, he just eats some magnesium or vitamin C or whatever. Why would that just is the best? Why not?
Extra sugar. If you're trying not to. Merch department, we each have websites. I sell my stickers and jewelry on my site, and Barron sells his book and consultations on his website. We've talked about having a store, a merch store at some point, but like online store, we just don't. I don't want to really make stuff just to sell stuff.
Well, it's hard to make high quality things without making them overseas
and then make a profit that makes
Yeah.
sense to put in the work to make the stuff. And also we have not wanted to just flood the world with more shirts, and we have been wanting to make a hat.
Yeah.
They would be really expensive. Our cost would be expensive to make the ones that we're wanting to make. So
Because they're made in the US and
waxed canvas
yeah.
ball caps. They're really cool with a leather patch.
And they would last a long time.
Yeah, they'd be sick, but they're expensive.
Like our initial cost to do it would be quite a lot.
And we've got some house projects to finish.
Do you still want to learn how to sew? I do.
Heck yeah,
I want to get
for
a
sure.
sewing machine bad. I think that'd be a really fun thing. Barron, how do you keep your beard so perfectly groomed? Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
It's probably just your diet.
Yeah, it's just my diet. It's genetics.
Caitlin got her bracelet. Thanks just so much, Caitlin.
Are you not gonna let
so
me
excited.
answer?
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss
I
her.
use a normal comb. I only use scissors. Like I don't use electric trimmers and a boar's hair brush, and just cut it with scissors.
And how much time every day do you spend?
A few minutes. Yeah, I listen to podcasts, and it's like a meditative, like gives
Every
me
morning.
something to do with my hands.
Like
while I
10
listen
to
podcasts.
10 to 20 minutes every morning. He just listens and trims his beard with extremely dull scissors.
They're not. Why must you
that's
make it
part of
bad?
That it's not bad. It's just part of your process. You don't want to use sharp scissors.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, they're sharp. They're just not like razor sharp. Because like if you get a big, like if you tried to take off too much, they wouldn't just like straight through it.
It's like school, grade school.
They're not like grade school
paper
scissors.
cutting scissors.
No. Thank you so much for your input. It's been so helpful.
Well, that's just what you like. I feel like you've tried using sharp scissors and you don't like sharp scissors.
Yeah, because then it's
and
like
that's just your process.
they just like zip straight through, and then you can like screw it all up. Because that's what happened to me in the past using electric. It would like I'd like accidentally take a chunk out and then be like, damn it, and then I have to cut the whole thing off.
I don't know if any of you were following us early Scamp days when Barron had his mustache was like this. We were just watching a bunch of old videos and pretty good looking mustache. Okay, sorry, I'm missing so many of the rapid fire. Trying to not miss.
Yeah, we're not
as many, but-
rapid firing super goodly.
Barron, are you still helping your friends build roofs and barns?
I just did recently. A buddy got a bunch of purlins and got his slab poured and everything, and a few of us went over there one morning and put the whole barn up that morning. Or not really a barn, more of like a garage. I would like to do that here, but just getting the materials is really expensive.
The gummies in a tackle box, gummy vitamins in a tackle box seems to be a good idea. A lot of people are commending you for that idea.
Weird.
You always have the best. I'm in my second trimester. Things are going well. It seems.
If you're wondering, Elsa's scrolling through the...
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to read your questions. I'm also reading your responses to our answers of the questions, so there's just so much to see.
Do you watch or follow any YouTube channels?
Oh, yeah.
So one of my guilty pleasures on YouTube is there's a video game called Rust. What?
This side of my hands? A gender
What?
test. Oh, is it my palms? Don't read my palms. I don't want to know.
Anyway, there's a game called Rust, and there's a guy named Blueprint, another one named Wellen, and they make like hour-long Rust videos and tell like a whole it's like a movie of their Rust games, and I think it's so fun because I don't play Rust anymore because it's too good. It takes up too much time. Who are your favorite YouTubers? Who's your favorite YouTuber? I have to look.
Jenna Marbles. Rest in peace to her channel. Would you build your own crib?
Yeah, what else would we do?
Cute.
Buy one.
Boy or girl, we don't know. We don't know yet. We will find out, but I'm not sure.
Oh, Van Neistat.
Girl? Someone thinks it's a girl?
Van Neistat is one of my favorite YouTubers. He's the most inspiring person on
Van
YouTube.
is amazing.
It's Casey Neistat's brother.
And that's who Casey Neistat has been. His style is heavily inspired by Van.
Well, and both of their styles are inspired by Sachs. What's his name? Jeffrey Sachs or something?
Don't you have one of his books over here or something?
No.
Pilot!
Sorry, I'm trying to look at other YouTubers.
Mary says we're having a girl from the hand test. Linda says I say boy.
I think Asmongold is
One
hilarious.
of you are correct.
I think Asmongold is very funny. His takes on things crack me up.
The needle and thread over your wrist for gender works. We'll be so happy with either.
Yeah.
I've been kind of...
I think a boy would be easier first.
And
for
I would just
me,
love a girl.
Because I know how to like interact with boys better than...
I just want a girl. So many of our friends have had boys. And I think girls have such a different energy that obviously I love as a girl. But
I think it would be fun, and I would learn more, I think, having a girl first.
They're smart. So smart. It's almost like dogs. Choosing a girl dog versus a boy dog. I just saw something today that said, do you want a dumb and happy, or do you want a smart and bitchy? Ideally not the bitchy, but
Or the dumb.
Or the dumb, yeah. So.
Any shows you're currently watching? No, we haven't found good shows in a long time, I feel like. Right? Are you watching some trash?
I've been rewatching Handmaid's Tale. There's a new season coming out. Seems like with those strikes, a lot of shows were put off production, and with COVID and everything. Come here, Pilot. So it seems like a lot of our favorite shows haven't had new seasons, and we just haven't had anything to watch in a while.
We watched Alone, and if
Watch
you're
kicking the table.
if you're into watching Alone, and if you like watching Alone, and you're like caught up on all the seasons, Alone Australia was really good.
Yeah, it did take a minute to get into, as we were told it would. It's just a whole different. I'm just so I'm kind of over the whole winter climate, winter alone storyline. It's just the same storyline season after season after season in kind of the same type of location.
Yeah.
But we did just finish the latest season of Alone, and it was great. We love that show.
Is the Rings of Power the Lord of the Rings movie? I think we started that and then stopped watching
Wasn't that there was a show? Remember, Lord of the Rings show, and you're like, we should watch.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think somebody said Rings of Power, but I think that's what they're talking about. I've been wanting to watch that, but I don't know if we started it and then
we didn't. We did not. I tend to fall asleep about 10 minutes after we lay down to start something. So we do have to be committed and start watching around like 6 if we want to actually get into something. Unfortunately.
But then you fake it. Like, I don't get why you don't just go to sleep and like tell me when you wake back up. Like, why do you pretend like you weren't asleep?
Well, because I think maybe you didn't know, but
you snore and start
twitch.
shaking as soon as you start to fall asleep. So there's no fooling me. But why do you even pretend?
Well, because I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if I've fallen asleep or not.
You wake up and you're like, oh no, this is good. I'm liking this. Like, dude, you've been snoring for 30 minutes. What are you talking about?
I think that I have a deviated septum. That
doesn't make you wake up and pretend like you weren't sleeping.
I think that is part of why I snore. Also, what's that? A tongue tie, and I'm a mouth breather. Really, just
and
not
a propensity for lying.
Not a good combination of things for not snoring. Unfortunately, again. This is why I just hope that our child is just like you in every way. I'm seeing so much about the Mormon reality TV. I will end up watching it, I'm sure, as I crochet at night.
That's one that you would pound through in like a day.
I think reality TV is fun here and there. Good brain rot. When I was going through first trimester, I watched what's that yacht show?
Good brain rot.
Horrible. Just trash TV because I was so sick that I just couldn't really think. And so it occupied my brain enough to
just kind of coast.
Yeah. Really, it wasn't even that bad first trimester, but it was not something that I'd like to do every day.
Life Below Deck?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Did you come up with that? Or did you
No, somebody said it.
Oh.
We watched that with some friends one time on a vacation. And it'll suck you in for sure.
Some good drama.
It's bad.
Peel off. Hey. She's just sitting right out the door protecting us.
Survivor Man. Yeah, Les Stroud was super inspirational back in the day. He was like the first guy to self-film and set up his shots. I always think of him when we like set up a shot and then walk past it and come back and get the camera.
Do you think you guys will camp with the baby? I would love to. I love the idea of this baby's going to be part of our lives. We're not. I'm speaking maybe a little too soon because who knows? But
yeah.
I want this thing to be. You're coming into our weird world. I feel like we won't be able to cater to a baby and make it. I don't know.
We just hope that they can do what we do.
Well, I think we've had some good practice. I know dogs are not the same, but we do everything we want with our dogs.
Yeah.
Definitely been harder with Pilot. She's been a good practice round for a human.
Speaking of.
Should we let her in? She wants to check in, and then she's probably gonna want to go
Yeah.
right back out.
Somebody mentioned the OA being the best TV show.
I'm so sad that they canceled that show.
That was such a cool premise. It kind of creeps me out.
Yeah, the second season got a little creepy.
We watched that in Utah, and we were kind of having a weird, cultural shock, and had like some strange interactions with people and stuff. And then we were up on this like beautiful mesa in the middle of nowhere watching the show, and
The final episode during a thunderstorm.
And it was like every time the show would get more intense, this thunderstorm would get more intense, and there was lightning everywhere. And it was just like, dude, should we turn this off?
And with the show, that is very much, it's just so
cerebral.
Yeah. I just watched that, both seasons again recently. I love the OA.
Yeah. Somebody asked if we watched Alone. Yeah, that's like my favorite show of all time. Pilot, please stop. Go lay down. No squeaking.
The baby is your master. I totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I want to take it camping for sure. I feel like you're not as excited about that.
Well, I don't have any desire to take it camping until it's like old enough to know what's going on. Like, why do that? It just sounds like
I want to take it dirt biking.
Yeah.
I want to take it horseback riding. I want to do all the things with it. But I'm sitting here,
ride.
When I'm sitting here with a newborn, I think I will probably watch this and just laugh at myself.
Probably so.
We'll see. Who knows? I'm pretty ambitious.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, we're really excited.
Will you guys have horses or chickens?
I really don't want a horse.
Horses get more and more interesting to me over time as I get into hunting, because you can access so much more territory.
Yeah. I think it's the maintenance of a horse that I just really have no interest in. Also, no experience with them I could be completely wrong and would fall in love with a horse.
Hopefully you can hear our pet walrus getting a drink.
We've talked a lot about goats. We could also have pack goats, which could fulfill the same role.
Yeah. Yeah, and goats could like clear stuff too.
See that?
What? Your dad? Yeah, I saw.
Silo. I rewatched the first season of that recently too. I think over the winter I was crocheting a lot.
Oh, Fallout was really good too.
Yeah, that was great.
And that was one of my favorite games of all time. And that was like the TV show lived up to the game very much, I feel like.
Yeah, that was a great show. Silo, I'm so curious to see where it goes season 2. Is that Apple TV?
I think it was.
Because it
was violent though, right?
No, remember she's
that was Fallout.
It seems like but kind of similar situation though.
Girl, please.
We're talking, so we're talking to her.
Come here.
Oh, but it kind of seems like Apple TV. They've got a really good first season of all these awesome shows that kind of don't hit as well the seasons after the first season. Like, what's that one show that was so good on Apple? It's also really mentally so weird. Foundation. I loved Foundation.
What's the one with Jason Momoa? That was awesome.
That too.
Pilot, enough. Goodness. She's chaos. Love her to death, but she's chaos.
Fell off. It was all right, but kind of fell off.
It got progressively worse.
The morning show. I love the morning show.
I was surprised by how much I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. And you didn't even see the new seasons. I watched them.
That'd be fun to watch.
I would do that. I guess there's a lot. You just can't think of them immediately because we've watched them over time.
Horses and goats are a lot of work and care. Yeah. I think goats could be cool because we could get milk from them, and then we could like breed them and sell them. I think we just have like 2 goats maybe. But then you don't want to have a billy because they're so stinky and gross. So you'd have to like find one to sire for ours, or like come bring them over and do the deed and then
I would really enjoy sheep for their wool. We have talked about, I don't know if we could emotionally handle it, but doing rabbits
Because
for
meat rabbits are like, if you're trying to like grow your own meat, rabbits are the best way to do that. Like lowest input, they're
maximum yield,
and their poop is a like ready to use fertilizer.
it would just be
pretty brutal to kill. Like we'd have to get some ugly ass albino ones or something so we wouldn't feel so bad. But most of the time, meat rabbits are super cute. And that would be rough.
Chickens for sure. That'll be the first animal that we have.
Yeah, because eggs are just great.
Mm-hmm. Elsa, you get that compost going yet? The bokashi is currently fermenting. It's in its 2-week nap. Gabby, who sent me the kit, has been coaching me. Pilot! Come here, Pilot!
It's so funny. It's like she's acting like we have guests over.
Mm-hmm. Because we're doing something different.
Yeah, whenever we're just hanging out, she's like the most mellow. Just like Camp sleeps on one chair and she sleeps on the other one. But like we had a friend over this morning and she's just nonstop.
Yes, I saw someone, oh my God, got their silver cuff. I think that's all I've seen.
No. All right, come here. Lay down.
She's chasing her tail now.
Come here, girl. Lay down. Good girl. Lay down.
Watch what we do in the shadows. I don't know what that is. Oh, the compost though. Gabby has been coaching me, and we're in the 2-week wait period of our full bucket, and then we will bury that into some of our spent soil. I'll film that because it's just so cool. She's been really helping me out a lot. Have you heard of 4th trimester? Yes. Now my boys won't stop barking. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry about it. Pilot's got such a loud bark.
Does Pilot alert if someone comes to your property?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Even if someone doesn't. If she thinks someone might come to the property, she will alert us.
This morning at like what, 4 a.m, some coyotes are going out like wild outside.
I think it was like 5:30.
And she just woke up and ooh, like immediately started howling. It's funny because we can't, like, if we get her to howl, she'll like go into a barking frenzy before she like catches a note. But man, if the coyotes are going, she'll blast off.
It was I woke up to one of the coyote howls.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it couldn't be a coyote. The sound was just so weird. And then they did a couple more, and then it was clearly a pack of coyotes, and she howled with them. I think it's so funny, even in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't
ever get frustrated with her howling because
it's so primal.
And she'll like catch a note. And one time when she was a teeny puppy, remember that? That was weird.
Yeah, in her dreams.
We had never heard her howl before, and she like hit the strangest like sort of like vibrato note, you know?
It was creepy.
And she held it at the same pitch for like 30 seconds, just perfectly. It was weird. Somebody asked, are any hunting trips planned? Not planned, but I think I will do something this coming. Well, I'm going to hunt elk, and I don't know. And then somebody asked about cats, and we were just talking to a friend today, and there's a local animal shelter that has like house cats and working cats at the shelter. Like if they were cats that were rescued, like farm cats or whatever, then yeah.
Different thing, because this will not be a house cat, not allowed inside with your allergies. Debbie said, my silver cuff helped my wrist heal. Seriously, was scheduled for surgery. Then I started wearing it and the swelling gradually went down. That's amazing. Why do you think that would be? I would think maybe if it was a copper bracelet, I don't know how to make sense of that, but
That's wild.
That's fabulous. I love to hear it. Keep me posted on that because maybe I could make more and advertise it as a wrist
No,
healing.
you can't do that.
Oh. Why?
The FDA would come after you,
Oh.
saying you're making false claims.
There was a gal at a music festival we went to a while back who made these silver and copper acupressure jewelry. It was really cool. This metal that went here to here, and you kind of
really
squeeze it to
cool.
push it. Really beautiful. I've kind of wanted to swag jack that idea and do that, but I thought it was just such a neat thing that brilliant. I should try to find her online. Pilot does have perfect pitch. I think she does.
Among other things. Former pilot here. We want to be pilots eventually. That's why we named her Pilot, so that she could show us the ways. So far, she's not doing a great job.
I cannot see these words. It's also, I have perpetual dry eye from living out here. I need to get some eye drops. Now's not the time, my girl.
No pilot's license updates. We haven't. That's like a future adventure.
We got to have some good money to do that adventure.
Well, and I think it's one of those things that we'll find a friend
who can
that is a pilot and has a plane that we can like buy hours off of or whatever.
And I have a feeling that this is I want my pilot's license as well. I want to learn everything and be able to fly a plane before I die. But I think we'll probably have you start it because I'll have kids.
Well, and it like we probably wouldn't ever fly separate.
Yeah,
so like
right.
And the planes have two controls, so I can just like teach you enough to like, and then we can both fly.
You're just so smart that you can do it first.
Oh, thanks. That's so sweet.
It'll take a lot of work, I'm sure. As you, the pilot on here, former pilot, probably
Microsoft Pilot Sim. I've looked into that. I would love to get that, but we only have a Mac. That's part of why I only play super specific games. I can only play whatever's on Mac. How many buildings do you have planned for your property? The only like extra full building would be like a shop, like a car garage style shop that we could put our dirt bikes and cars in and stuff. Aside from that, the greenhouse will be attached. We'll have a little like micro garage attached to the house, maybe another room or two, but the only other building is a shop.
Do you keep in touch with either your friends from the collection? We just heard from David just before we got on this live stream. Need to text him back. Don't talk to him a whole lot, but
here and there, yeah.
He and Morgan were some of our first friends on the road.
If you do become a pilot, where do you want to fly? Yeah, that's a great idea. A gaming PC. I'll put that on the registry. That totally makes sense.
It's for the baby.
Where would we want to fly? I don't know. Honestly, just kind of like recreationally, just fly around here would be cool, I think. And to fly into the mountains, into areas that I like to hike and kind of scout like alpine lakes or I don't know. It would just be cool to
go to other little mountain towns that have little airports.
Yeah.
Go down to Arizona.
Okay, outside.
That's a really good question. Where do you want to fly your airplane?
I just
really
think it'd be so cool to just fly around. Like I don't really feel like I need to go anywhere.
Yeah. I follow some girl, I guess not that close, but she has an airplane. She's a young girl. And I just think it's so cool as she goes on her trips and she's talking with all these men in the airspace, like doing her thing and her reports and whatever. It's just so cool to watch her.
Do we have a P.O. box?
No, we don't. I do in Kansas City. That's for like return mail that doesn't send.
That would probably be kind of a fun thing now that we have a house.
Yeah, we've thought about opening one up we would probably do one in a neighboring town, and neighboring towns are not very close
Yeah.
and small. They're small post offices that I hate to. I don't know. We've thought about it. Maybe we will.
Pilot needs a new toy when you do lives. Yeah, probably so.
Yeah. Oh, I could give her a rabbit head. Aunt Linnea bought her a bunch of rabbit heads.
It's so hard to read and stay with it.
Someone said PS5 for the baby.
Yeah.
Baby's first PS5.
No, if I had a PS5 would probably be a problem. Honestly, though, I prefer PC and like playing with a mouse and keyboard more because it's easier to like talk to people on Discord and stuff rather than like doing PlayStation Live or Xbox Live. And
I have no experience with either of those.
Well, and if I was ever, I would build a PC if I was going to do anything because I've always enjoyed that too because you can slowly upgrade it over time and stuff.
Happy 36th birthday, Barron.
Thank you so much.
On Thursday.
From your mom. When I was a child, my father was a pilot and had a plane and would fly around our large family, visit grandma and grandpa. We'd land in a cornfield. See? Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we could fly to Kansas City.
We could land in potato fields.
Yeah. I play Flight Simulator and fly all over Colorado, the detail. See, I should do that. I should get like, you can boot Mac into like Wine or something to, like to have a virtual machine with Windows on it. But with gaming and like any processor intensive stuff, I feel like a lot of times it doesn't work super good.
We find out the gender sometime in October. I don't know when.
And yes, we do have sufficiently flat land on our property and like a long skinny piece of land that would lend itself to a landing strip if we
got someone else in the neighborhood though who has one.
Yeah.
Though I wouldn't want to keep our plane at their place though. That would be inconvenient for them.
Well, unless we like built a hangar, then they wouldn't mind. I'm serious. They wouldn't care. If we were like, can we like pay you to build it? Yeah. We don't do anything with it. Are you guys decorating for the holidays? No. We don't decorate really. We have plants and we might get like a little tree.
Well, we've not had a house really. Well, we did.
Yeah.
We were in this house for the holidays last year. We just haven't ever really done much for holidays ever. In the scam, our kind of unofficial tradition that we came up with just because it was
Thanksgiving in the scamp?
Was charcuterie for Thanksgiving in the scamp. Getting cheese and crackers. Fun. And we've done that many times for Thanksgiving.
People keep asking if we are going to find out the gender. And
we will in October, and we'll share it, I'm sure. You never know. If we may change our minds. We may decide to even not learn the gender, but I don't think so.
Well, I just feel like practically we're going to be looking at it.
Yeah.
So they'd be like, oh, don't look there. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, now I've looked at all the ways that you can tell what it is. I've learned what to look for. So
yeah, I just think it would be, for us, I think it would be better to know, and then we can like start cooking on.
It'd help it'd help me anyway with a bond.
Mm-hmm.
It still feels a lot like anything could happen. Like my miscarriage last time, I unknowingly was carrying a non-living baby for 5 weeks and just didn't know it. So this time I've been a lot quieter as I'm like, when I have a belly, I think it'll be easier to open up about more, but it's still a bit like.
But you're feeling the baby move and everything.
I was going to say that. The last week I've been feeling it move.
Do you think it'll be a boy or a girl?
I don't know. I started off thinking it was a girl, and then I switched to a boy, and now I'm back to a girl. I don't know.
I think it'll be a girl.
And we'll be so excited for either.
Yeah. Well, it would just be fun to like have a badass little girl like riding her dirt bike and
Yeah.
like doing girl stuff and boy stuff and whatever. Like that would be fun.
If we have a girl, we'd love to have a second boy. We'd love to have a boy as number 2.
Yeah, we would love like it would be awesome to have one of each. That would be, I think, our ideal. But whatever,
It
as long
doesn't
as they're
matter.
healthy, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Wow, we almost are 2 hours.
I know, it's crazy.
Do you guys have any other?
I mean, the rapid fire has continued. I'm very impressed by the amount of questions that we've been getting from you guys. Thank you.
I feel like we've hardly been rapid.
No, we're not rapid. On
My brain is not in like a rapid phase right
Whenever
now.
we get off live streams, we're just cooked.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
It takes a lot of energy. Well, it seems like it'd be easy, but to read and talk and like not cuss is really hard.
Well, and to try to keep it going too
Yeah.
is not a natural thing. As we stop.
Yeah.
Maybe we're getting tired.
Has baby affected your timeline of getting stuff done? Kind of. I mean, I would like to have the bathroom like totally dialed.
But I don't think that's related to the baby.
Yeah, it would. Well, it will be nice.
It's impacting me not being very helpful.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, it's just like I would like for it to go faster, but everything is slowed down. Now you're more like able.
Well, now I can get back to working.
Yeah.
Making jewelry, working on videos.
Yeah. But somebody asked if do you ever miss the Appalachian Trail? Why do you like fantasize about through hiking so much?
I don't know. I have no idea. I love seeing through hikers around here. I love it. I think because I see the culture and I understand the culture. I understand what it would be and what it would be like from a community perspective. Doing a full through hike would just be so cool. But hiking the AT, the section that we did was
no
neat.
pilot.
It was neat, but Colorado, I think I've been quite spoiled from hikes in the mountains of Colorado. The Rocky Mountains are huge. The Smoky Mountains are beautiful in their own
but the Rockies
way.
are just like epic and wild.
Yeah, magnificent. So I think the AT, oh my, can you even imagine doing the CDT? Hiking from Canada to Mexico or vice versa? I don't know. I just don't really feel like doing all that, but I love the idea of it so much.
Somebody asked how our dogs will do.
With what?
With baby.
Oh.
Camp won't pay any attention to it, I'm sure.
We'll probably sniff it.
And Pilot, I think, will be best friends like as soon as they're able to be.
Yeah, once the baby is older.
And like less fragile.
Pilot's going to be an amazing dog for her. Her? Maybe we're having a girl.
I think probably. Because like you and Pilot already gang up on me. And then it'll just be.
I have lived how many years? 10 years with just you and Camp. And
Camp is our princess. He doesn't count.
He treats me like garbage. He's a rude boy.
Pilot doesn't treat me like garbage, but
she just doesn't pay attention to you.
Yeah.
She's my girl. But I think the dogs will do really well with them. I hope it.
I think Pilot will be amazing. Like once the baby's I think she'll figure out like how to be gentle, quick, and I think she'll just be awesome. She
is naturally more timid than she is aggressive. She sounds aggressive, but she's quite timid. So I think that will be helpful in having a baby. Just curious, careful. She just turned 2.
Yeah, she's very much a baby. Hey,
I'm really thankful that we got another year of her alone before having a baby. If we would currently, if last year's pregnancy had continued, we would have a baby, and we'd have our 2-year-old German Shepherd. That would just be chaos. So it's
Yeah.
really nice to have an extra year of her growing and becoming wise and mature, quiet. You get quieter every day, don't you?
That would be so cool. I never knew that German Shepherds were notorious for their whining, but it is unbelievably constant. It's like she can't breathe. Like she's got a squeaker box every time she blows out.
We knew, but we didn't know the extent. And I wonder if she has some particular special case of the cries or what the deal is. Also, Camp is a silent animal. He doesn't make noise unless he gets riled up, and it's just so cute. So I don't know. Is it just you, girl, or
how much extra energy or capacity do you have after a normal day using power? With our new kit, we're hardly getting below like 95%. Like we're hardly nicking it because we get so much sun and
nothing is on it.
And some of our stuff is still on our old kit.
I guess the oven, the computer, it's got some pull, like things. It's being pulled on.
Yeah, but not
much, not like a regular house amount.
Once we have all of our stuff on it, I bet in a normal day, like overnight, it might get down to like maybe 90% overnight.
We'll see what happens.
It's the attention to her. She wants attention. It's not always that though. Like it's that, but it's also just.
She thinks in cries. She sleeps in cries. It's a constant. It's as though she just does that as she breathes. That is not an exaggeration. Do you hear that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do.
How's the natural heating and cooling in the house? It's phenomenal.
It's great. On our hottest days in the high 80s, which is really quite spicy up high at elevation, it hurts to be outside. It would get into the 70s in
maybe
our
the
house.
hottest in here is like 75 or 76.
In the afternoon.
Yeah, and then overnight it cools down and we open up all the windows. And
goes back down into the 60s. Right now in the house, it's 66 degrees. All the windows are closed. We closed them today because it was cold and rainy today. I'm so excited for cold weather. I'm ready to pull my hoodies back out.
Yeah, and start burning the stove. It's just nice.
I don't think I've heard about the star children coming this generation. I'd like to learn more. Sounds pretty
I
good.
like anything weird, like any like wild. Like I think it's very likely that humans have gone through a number of mass extinction events, and like we've progressed to different technological levels throughout time in like different pathways, like using different modalities, like not necessarily oil, but vibration or whatever. Colin. Hi, Colin. Do you know the highest temperature you see in your house during the peak summer heat?
76-ish, 77 maybe.
No, I never saw 77.
I think I did.
Also, Colin, have you seen the GR Corollas? Because I can't wait for those to get cheap in 10 years so I can have one. What?
You have a lot of plans 10 years down the road from these cars you like now that you're just waiting on.
Yeah, once cars come out, I'm like, okay, cool. In a decade or two, I can have one of those. The GR Corollas are amazing. I know. They're all-wheel drive, hatchback. They're really little. They come in a 6-speed. In the center console, you can adjust how much power you want to put toward like the rear wheels, or you can do a 50-50 split. They're so sick.
Kara Kirtley says, I'm on the AT right now working as a ridge runner. What is that?
Cool.
It's so fun. Hope you can do a through hike sometime. Maybe with a little. I would love to. If we had a couple kids and they were down with the idea.
Pilot, come here. Have her lay down next to you.
Pilot down.
Should be good.
Maybe
Come
that's my destiny.
Here, I'll scoot over and she can come up here. Come here, Pilot. She doesn't like me. She will go anywhere Elsa goes. Anyway, so the GR Corolla, it's a 3-cylinder turbo, and it's amazing. I want one. Let's see. Sorry, I'm falling behind. Yeah, the problem is you actually need to buy them new for them to hit the used market. That is true. But I'm not that guy.
You will not be the one.
I don't think I'll ever buy a new car. How about them Chiefs? I haven't watched. I think they've had 2 games, but I haven't watched either yet. I normally just wait and then watch the highlights because I can't stand watching organized sports because of the commercials. They're just like mind-numbingly brutal, and they're so frequent that it's hard for me to watch football. I wish I could, like, if football didn't have all the commercials, I would watch it, I think, but I can't deal with the commercials after not having television for so long. I'm not used to all that.
Pile it down. Come on. Good girl. Down.
Getting dark, go get some dinner. Yeah, Elsa should probably eat. Thank goodness she's back.
Yeah.
Should we do it?
I think so. Our video quality is going down.
Yeah, because it's getting dark. We're like ghostly, ghastly ghosts.
Well, thanks so much for being here. This was a really fun live stream.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
We will be back next week. The video that's coming next week is going to be awesome. I cannot wait for you to see it.
And when you see like a sexy, weird thumbnail, don't get creeped out and think that we've totally sold out, because it's
Veronica.
Yeah, it's Veronica.
It's not us.
It's her debut, so let her do whatever she wants, okay?
She might get crazy.
Yeah.
We'll see how she's feeling that day, okay? But next week, that video is going to be epic. I was hoping it was going to be done today, but it's not. So we'll just make it even better.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see you guys later.
Thank you for
Bye.
hanging out.